Oh, look who decided to record his workout today. I know. It's like I said in my last couple of videos, I'm having a lot of stress, there's just a lot of stuff going on. And while I can record every workout, but a lot of times I'm coming in here at like 10 o'clock at night and after work and all, by the time I get home, the last thing I want to do is start editing shit, you know. And I could save it for the next day and edit it and post it then. It's a little time consuming. It only takes like an hour to like edit the clips and stuff. But I mean, all I do is just chop it up, throw it on YouTube. But uh, it's just, I just, right now, it's just too much going on. I got other stuff I really have to concentrate on. But it is Saturday night. It's about 10 o'clock. And we're just going to get an arm workout. And I figured, let's record it. Let's get it up on the tube, you know. Just gonna start with some of these seated dips here. I have been maintaining a lot of consistent. I've been consistent. I haven't missed any workout since last week when I saw you guys. Uh, so I think the last time I posted something was Saturday. Uh, I did workout Sunday. I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Last night. So we're gonna do some arms today. Let's start with triceps. The cool thing about this, I really like this machine, and I can go closer grip and a little bit more of a wider grip. I keep it a little bit inward. This way, my triceps are just kind of a little bit more snug against my body as I'm coming up and down. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whew. Oh yeah, it felt good. I have 2 plates and a quarter on each side. It's pretty good. I I think I'll do another set with this weight. I don't know about a third set though. With this weight, I may have to lower it, but that felt good. That felt good. All right. So the tripod, well, it turned into a two pod. Now it's a one pod. It's only one leg, so that thing bit the dust. I had to use Gorilla Glue and put uh, the plate that's on the back of the phone. I had to Gorilla Glue it so it won't come off like it was last week. Had it fallen all over the place, but let's get another set in here. Oh man. Whoo. All right. So I took the quarter off. So now we're just working with 2 plates on each side. Let's uh let's crank out a third set here, and then I have a feeling I'm gonna go to that skull crusher machine. I think. I don't know. Let's concentrate on this for now. Ooh. Yeah. Ah. Whew. Okay. I was actually going to only do 3 sets here, right? I was gonna do three and then move over to the Skull Crusher machine because that thing's just badass. And I'm just tired of doing like machines that have been readily available for me at my other gym in LA. I'm just trying to like, I'm like a kid in a candy store, right? I just love trying the new shit here. But I'm gonna do one more here because my triceps feel like absolutely amazing right now. Like they feel, oh my god, they feel amazing. So I'm gonna do one more here, and then I think I'm gonna go over to the Skull Crusher machine. Yeah, 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 yeah. Not bad. All right. I think this should be a good angle. I had to clean the lens on the front of the phone. It's kind of a huge glare, but I'm a huge fan of this machine. I absolutely freaking love it. And not only does it feel good, but it's so convenient because I'm getting the same result as a barbell preacher curl. And I don't have to like load and reload the weights and all that stuff, put the bar back and all that. I don't have to worry about balancing it. I can like literally just concentrate on the actual movement itself. Who could ask for anything more, right? Let's jump into a set here. It's not incredibly heavy because it just did 4 sets of dips, but it's a relatively decent weight. Yeah. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, shit. Oh man. I think I'm gonna do one more here and make 3 sets. Probably gonna do a drop set, more than likely. I don't feel like I need to really do much more for triceps. Those dips, they felt really good. Like I'm not gonna lie. And I don't normally start with dips. Sometimes. It's rare. If you go through my videos, you see like it's once in a while. It's not very often. But that was perfect, man. You couldn't ask for more. So I'll do one more here. If I feel like I need to do some rope extensions and just kind of squeeze, I will, but I'm pretty confident after this set I'm not gonna need to do that. So let's get to work here. Uh, 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 oh, shit. That got heavy real quick. Uh, 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 whew. Uh, 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 yeah. Oh shit! I think we can move on to biceps. 100%. I think this should be a good view. So there was a piece of machine, a, ma- a, a machine that I wanted to start with, but it's out of order. Um, it's actually just like the seated single arm curl machine. But I saw this the other night. It's a preacher, obviously a preacher curl. I don't need to tell you. I'm in a gym, all right? It couldn't be any more obvious. I don't know what it is with this. I have never used this before here, but it's got these little like guardrails. It kind of keeps your arm in place, right? And I don't know what it is, but when I do my warm ups, I'm gonna do another warm up set because I do a lot for biceps. But the way my arms are situated in this machine and the angle and everything, I don't know what it is, but I really like it. I'm not gonna lie. So I can see myself starting here. They have a few different variations of creature curl here at this gym, which I really like. They have cable preacher curl, non-cable preacher curl, free bar preacher curl. I mean, this is like the preacher curl mecca of like any gym in the world, right? So, but I've never used this one before. For some reason, it keeps your arms at like it, what feels like the exact distance they're supposed to be for the exercise. So let's throw some more weight on and we'll just get a set in to see how it feels. Okay. This is not like an overbearing amount of weight, but it feels just right. So it's the weights over here like behind me and they're plates that you stack on. So it kind of moves up this way. So I got there's a 5 pound plate. I just didn't feel like taking the five off, so I left it on. So I threw a 25 and a 35 pound plate on top of that. So we have I don't know, whatever amount of weight. I did a tester like a feeler set. Feels it, it's the perfect weight to start with. So it's not overbearingly heavy, but it's not super light either. Let's see how it feels. I'm really eager to try this for like a working set. Oh God. Oh, just what I suspected. This thing feels absolutely freaking amazing. And I don't know if it's because of these guard pads here, just like kind of keep your arm in place. I don't know what it is, but this feels better. Like this is like by far one of the better preacher curls I've ever done. So this is actually really cool. So definitely gonna hang out here for a while. Yeah. 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 This is an unbelievable machine. So 15 pounds lighter. Let's just hit some higher reps. Yeah, yeah. Oh crap, man. Let's do some drops here. Yeah. Oh, can't beat that pump with a stick. Oh god. Holy crap. Whew. That's an arm pump. All right. Well, let me see. I might have to raise this up a little bit here. You with me, guys? You with me? Easy curl, cable curls. I'm just gonna go freaking nuts with these. I'm probably just gonna do. I have a real wicked fucking bicep pump going on, so I think I'm gonna do like crazy drop settage here, and I think I'm gonna get dirty with this set, with all these sets. Um, we might finish here. I don't know. We're three sets in. But let's just. That's hearsay. Taking a wide grip. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Let's hit that again. Let's do that again. All right. I got a crazy song that just came on. I gotta duck down. I gotta scooch down. I gotta scooch down in the car. Nobody sees you. You know what movie that is? Huh? All right. The bicep pump is ridiculous right now. So we're 4 sets deep. I'm gonna do this again because it felt good, and I liked, you know, doing the inner grip and then hitting the outer grip for these. And one thing that I try to concentrate on is, and this goes for any movement, by the way, controlling the negative. Right. The last thing I want to do is, grab this weight, come up, and then it's like this, like that. It's almost like, when you see those guys benching, and they got like 3, 4 plates on the side, and they're just like this, boom, boom. Like, what is that? What are you doing? There's like zero benefits from doing that. So it's easy, especially when I'm starting to get fatigued in the like mid set towards the end of a set, to drop it and not concentrate on the negative. But I want to try to remember to concentrate on that negative coming down. I fucking love this shit, man. Let's go. Ugh. Ooh. Go wide grip again. Oh. Unbelievable. Okay, so you guys only saw 2 of the bicep exercises, just so you know. You saw those crazy preacher curls, which I'm already looking forward to the next bicep workout so that I can use that preacher curl again. That thing was sick. And then you saw me do the cable curls. What you didn't see was me do 2 sets of seated concentration curls. You know, like with my like using my knee as a brace. There was just nowhere to put the camera, but there was also a bunch of people over there, so it's kind of hard to. There was just nowhere to stick the magnet more than anything. So, um, but I did them. I really did too. I'm not making that up. Sometimes I joke. But yeah, phenomenal workout. What the hell, man? You know, I've actually been getting really good workouts in, and you know, I think I think part of it is there's so much stress in my life right now, right? And it's good stress. Like it's not bad stuff. It just has to do with like selling our place in LA, finding the right place here. Like we thought we found the place last week, I think on like Sunday. And as I was filling out all the paperwork and doing the loan application, the realtor called me and said it just sold, right? And I was like, oh, it was like the perfect house that we were looking for and the perfect price. So, but that's a different story. I think just all the stress, you know, the new job, moving to Florida, not knowing anybody out here, right? Starting a new job, starting over, living in an Airbnb, uh, temporarily, trying to sell that. Just everything that's going on. It's, you know, 2 things that I'm seeing a benefit of. Number one, for some strange reason, I am sleeping like a baby every single night. Like the best sleep I've had in I can't remember how long. So for some reason, the stress is causing me to like sleep really good. So I can't complain about that. Sleep is on point. Another area that's really good is I'm not missing workouts. Like I'm actually hitting the gym at like 10 o'clock at night every night. Like it's almost 11 o'clock now, like, on a Saturday. So I've been getting my workouts in. I haven't missed. I'm sticking to my normal split, you know, chest, back, shoulders, arms, legs. Uh, just haven't been recording them. So I had a friend reach out on Instagram earlier. He's like, and if you're watching this, you know who you are, man, uh, Mr. Gonzalez. But he was like, "Hey man, you all right? I haven't seen you posting anything." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah, like, that was cool. It was cool. He was checking up." We're from the same hood, so uh, yeah, it's just really hard to like record, edit, post, all that stuff because it is kind of time consuming, especially when like when I was at my old place, it was actually a lot easier because like I worked from home like 90% of the time, so like I could hit my workout like usually like for lunch most times, and then at nighttime just take 30-40 minutes to edit the video and post it. Where now my job, I guess it is remote, it's like hybrid, but I don't really have a home to work out of except for the Airbnb, and the internet sucks there. I'll be surprised if I can get this video up tonight. Um, but there's but I'm in the office because there's just a lot of stuff to do. Like just I'm still like doing a lot of trainings and stuff like that. So um, the last thing I want to do, like I'm just like it's exhausting adding video editing and all that stuff at the end of the night. Like it's just I just right now I can't do it every night. I think once we get a house, and maybe sooner, I don't know. Maybe once I just kind of get into the rhythm of things. Right now, another area that I'm hurting on is the eating department, and what I mean by that is it's extremely difficult because I was in one Airbnb for the first 2 weeks. This past week, because I couldn't extend it, they had someone booked, so I had to go to another Airbnb, and for whatever reason, I don't know why I did this. You think I would have paid attention to this? Uh, there's no TV, which I don't care. I don't really watch that much TV. There's no microwave. There's no stove. Like there's a toaster. That's it. There's a toaster and a refrigerator. So it's like I can't like cook fresh eggs because I don't have anything to cook it with. I can't cook my hamburger meat because it's nothing to cook it with. So I'm buying like stuff at the supermarket that I can stick in the fridge, just freaking eat cold, right? So a lot of it's like just sandwiches, like turkey sandwiches and stuff, tuna sandwiches. So, you know, it's a little bit of a struggle right now, but hey, you know what? Uh, at least I'm continuously going to the gym. I'm not missing. Uh, Eating needs a little bit of work, but we're hitting the protein, right? I am logging all the protein. I keep tabs on the protein. Uh, Anything else, I don't even really. At this point right now, it's just calories and protein that I'm counting. I'm not counting the fats. I'm not counting anything else. It's just literally, and I can't be too picky on the quality either. So I'm not gonna lie when I say that a couple of times a week there's a Wawa hoagie thrown in there. Um, but what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? I don't have a freaking kitchen, but I only have one more week here, and I'm probably gonna go back to the other Airbnb which had a full kitchen. So that'll be good. I rented a guest house, and but the guest house just has like a bed and a bath. There's nothing in there really. Um, so, but today's workout, got my dextrose. Today's workout was really good. That arm pump was great. There's two machines in there for arms that I am absolutely infatuated with. Number one is that Skull Crusher machine. Holy crap, man. If you see one of those in a gym anywhere, just try it because it's kind of like, I guess the thing that I could compare it to, which is a completely different exercise, is Smith machine, right? So like if you go on the Smith machine, you do like incline presses, which I love to do. Um, it's it's on the track. Like, you don't have to worry about balancing it. You just have to worry about turning your wrists to rack it. Um, and it's kind of the same thing here. Like it's already preset. It's like it's set up like to where it doesn't move. You don't have to balance it. You just crank out the reps. As long as that machine is in that gym, you're probably never going to see me do free bar uh, skull crushers ever again. I mean, why? Why? And then, if you go super heavy, you really need a spotter, right? I mean, you can do it without a spotter, but it helps to have a spotter. Um, I don't have to worry about messing my shoulders up or anything like that because you can hurt your shoulders coming up, you know, coming up with it, and then when you're coming down to rack it, but not on the machine. On the machine, and I have a lever on the floor. I can do some assisted reps with my foot. Dude, that machine is crazy. And that preacher curl, man, I was half tempted to do 8 sets right there on that machine. That is how good that freaking machine felt. That was just absolutely amazing. I love the variation of equipment. You know, at my old gym, it was a smaller gym, and the only reason I went to that gym is because it's it wasn't real crowded, so it was a lot easier to record there. Plus, usually equipment was available when I wanted to use it. This gym, it's a zoo during the day. Like, forget it. I won't even come here during the day. That's why I come at like 10 o'clock at night. There's only a handful of people in there. So, but the selection of equipment is so it's so much broader than the other gym, and there's so much to choose from that I'm just getting better workouts, right? Because if you only have a certain amount, not to discredit Snap, like, and that was a smaller Snap Fitness. There's other Snap Fitnesses around the world that are a lot bigger. Like that was a small one tucked away in a shopping center. But can I get a perfectly good workout out of it? Absolutely. I can get a better workout here. It's just more equipment. There's more equipment to choose from. So my body has has more to get used to. You know what I mean? So like, and by the time my triceps get really used to the skull crusher machine, I'll just move on to something else where I'll start going back to uh, um, push downs or something like that. And then once my arms start getting used to that, go back to skull crushers or focus on dips. It's all about variation, in my opinion. Like you want to switch it up. You want to do the exercise correctly, obviously, right? And I would like to think, I'm sure I don't have, I'm sure there are people who are like form Nazis that could completely criticize anything that I do. There's people that can criticize Jay Cutler, right? I mean, anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. There's somebody that you can always be criticized, right? But for the most part, I'm fairly confident that my form is mostly good, right? So, good form, control the negative, do the exercise right, have variation. Um, if you can do that consistently in the gym and then, get your eating, your sleep, your hydration right. My hydration is good too right now. Like everything's good. Like where I was struggling a couple weeks ago back home in LA, like the eating part was okay. There was a couple sketchy days, but for the most part, the eating was good and the training was still good, but my sleep was like non-existent. Well, now I have the sleep, but my eating is like I'm eating more processed like protein. You know what I mean? Like getting like the meatballs that are pre-made in the supermarket, which I mean I don't know how bad they are, but it's not as good as Trader Joe's organic ground beef. Let's just put it that way. But it's just a temporary solution. Once I get the Airbnb with the kitchen, I'll be back in business because that was great. Now, the only reason I didn't book that initially for a longer period of time is because I don't know the area. And sometimes pictures paint a much different picture than reality, right? And I was like, all right, let me just book it for 2 weeks because if I don't like it and it's horrible, I'm only stuck there for 2 weeks, right? So, and it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. Um, but as soon as I got there, I was like, oh, I gotta book this longer, but I wasn't able to. So, but I think we should be able to go back. I should probably book that this week to go back there and stay there. I'll book it for like a month at least. So we should be good. But I hope you guys like the workout. Sorry, I haven't been posting very much lately. It's just There's just too much going on. But if I can, when I'm able to, for right now, it's just I will get back to a regular, posting regimen where I just record every workout. Right now, it's just a little too hard. It's just too much for me. Um, but we are getting it done. Like we are training consistently. Like that's the most important part. But I will get back into. But for right now, like maybe the next week or two, maybe 3 weeks, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna post like maybe once or twice a week, and if I feel like doing more, I will. But a lot of times they're long days that I'm working, and I get home and I usually like take a nap, and then I wake up, and then I'll hit the gym at like 10 o'clock. So the last thing I feel like doing is we're doing all the video stuff. Um, but I will get back to that because I love doing it. I love posting it. And I love interacting with you guys. So if you haven't been to the gym yet, get your ass to the gym. All right. And I would say that I'll see you guys tomorrow for legs. Maybe I will. It's Sunday. I mean, I might. I don't see why I can't record and edit the video tomorrow. Maybe I will, and maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see. So I might see you tomorrow for legs, but I will be right here at 50 yards over that way doing legs. And I hope you guys have a great night.